Hello, my name is Shauna from Positive Living UAE, and today I would like to share something with you that I think speaks far more powerfully than anything I could say myself. This is Clen, a mother of two who came to us as a result of both her boys struggling with racing thoughts. Her children have completed a course of neurofeedback with us, and what happened, in her own words, is something I hope reaches the person who needs to hear it today, because it's important for people watching to know that they're not alone in what they're feeling. So I asked Glenn, what challenges or symptoms were your children experiencing before starting neurofeedback?
Before neurofeedback, both of my sons were experiencing significant emotional and mental pressure, and one of them struggled with anxiety, overthinking, intense self criticism, especially related to school and performance. There were moments of emotional overwhelm where he felt frustrated of himself and had difficulty regulating his emotion. As a parent, it was very difficult to watch him go through with all of that. The other also had moments of emotional sensitivity and stress, and I wanted to make sure both of them had support in learning how to regulate emotions and handle the pressures better.
After they had completed their sessions, I was genuinely curious, as I always am, about what she had noticed. Because neurofeedback works differently for everyone, and the changes often show up in ways that people don't expect. I then asked Glenn, what improvements have you noticed in your children? In their focus, in their sleep, in their mood, in their stress or emotional regulation?
We have crossed 25 sessions already, and even before 25 session, we crossed 5, 10 session, 15 session. I've noticed encouraging improvements. There is better emotional regulation, the recovery after stressful moments, even when they experience pressures and frustrations, they are able to come down. I also see more awareness of their emotions and greater ability to express what they're feeling, inside instead of just, keeping everything inside. It's like overall their mood and resilience have improved.
Of course, results matter, but what matters most is how those changes show up in real life. In daily routines, in school, in relationships, and mostly how a person feels within themselves. How have these changes impacted your children's day to day life?
These challenges have helped them manage their responsibility better, especially with school. They continue working on their projects and responsibility even when they feel overwhelmed, and at home the communication has improved and they are more open about how they feel. As a parent, I feel more reassured seeing them develop better emotional balance, and of course the coping skills that they need to have so that they can manage it well.
Personally, this is one of my favorite questions because there's often a quiet moment where something shifts. A beautiful moment where a parent reflects and realizes that something is changing. My next question for Glenn was there a certain moment during the process in which you noticed that things were improving for your children?
There were moments when I noticed that even after experiencing this stress and frustration, they were able to recover faster. Continue with their day, having lunch, playing with the cat and all that stuff. Seeing them regulate their emotions, seek support, and still complete the responsibility showed me that the process was helping their brain handle stress more effectively.
And finally, I asked her if she could speak directly to any parent watching this, wondering whether neurofeedback is right for their child. Because sometimes the most powerful reassurance comes from someone who has been exactly where you are. What would you say to a parent who is considering neurofeedback for their child?
Of course, before I would say about neurofeedback, I just really wanted to say thank you, Shauna and Luz. Luz is amazing. To um, give me this information or introduce me to this neurofeedback um, therapy. Shauna has been very, a support. It's my support system. The kids loved her, and she's been very helpful and empathetic to the kids. Very patient. I would say that neurofeedback is a very supportive tool for emotional regulation and mental well-being. It's not an instant fix, but with consistency and promotion, professional guidance, it can help the brain learn healthier pattern of responding to stress and emotions. And for a family and for a parent like me who are seeing their children struggle with anxiety, pressure, emotional overwhelm, depression, it can be a valuable part of the support system. This is a tool that you would need to try and explore, so that at least, an alternative to medication um, that can really support your child and can rewire their brain to a healthier pattern. And yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity, and we will continue still doing the neurofeedback therapy until we are good to stop and to of course to attain the best result that we have.
If any of what you just heard resonated with you, I want you to know that the change is possible. Neurofeedback is non invasive, completely drug free, and every program begins with a brain mapping session and a personalized treatment plan so we can understand you or your child's brain specifically. It's not a one fits all approach. If you're curious or you feel ready, we would love to hear from you. You can book a free 15-minute discovery call through the link in our bio or message us on WhatsApp. We would love to support you or your child in whatever way feels right for you.